Let's talk about ICE's Firearm and Use of Force Directive. When I went online to read it, I found that the document itself is about 13 pages long. But I also found that all but about 1/3 of the first page, which was essentially about a paragraph, all but about that paragraph had been redacted. It's blacked out. You cannot read it. And on each blacked out page, it says B7E, B7E, B7E. Now, B7E likely refers to the Freedom of Information Act, aka FOIA, which allows public access to government records, like ICE's Firearm and Use of Force Directive. However, B7E of FOIA provides a basis for concealing information from the public. So I guess by blacking out the majority of the directive and writing in red B7E, 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 ICE is asserting that ICE does not have to make public its Firearms and Use of Force directive, and that it has authority to do so under B7E of FOIA. Now, the merits of that claim, whether or not B7E actually, provides a basis for ICE to withhold this information, that's a whole other issue. I'm not going to get into that. But what I will say is although I wasn't able to read the complete ICE policy, I was able to read the policy from the Department of Homeland Security. And this is relevant because if ICE is the child, then the Department of Homeland Security is the parent, and the child must follow the parent's rules. So ICE's directives, while we can't read them, we can infer that they have to be in line with the Department of Homeland Security's policy. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the Department of Homeland Security, aka DHS's policy on use of force. I'm not going to talk about the whole policy, but there are just some points that I saw.